Okay. Last time, bago nung exam, ang dinidiscuss natin about ay yung concept ng potential. So, actually, nag-start tayo with yung concept ng potential energy. Okay, so actually, nirelate natin yung electric force with yung electric potential energy. Yun din naman yung ginawa ninyo sa 101, di ba? So, sa 101, ang pinag-aralan nyo dun mostly ay yung iba't ibang forces na na-experience ng isang particle. But then there's this one particular force which is gravitational force. Okay, and tinignan nyo yung gravitational potential energy, okay, from the gravitational force. At yun din yung ginagawa natin dito. So we have an electric force, okay, that is exerted on a particle, and tinitignan din natin yung energy, okay, that particle tawag dito gains or loses in terms of potential at saka kinetic energy. Okay? So yung concept is the same. Okay? In the sense na, well, ang process is pinag-aralan natin yung force, then pinag-aralan natin yung potential energy, and alam natin na yung potential energy ay related sa kinetic energy, and alam din natin na ang gravitational potential energy, ang electric potential energy ay related sa electric potential. Okay? Na nakita natin last meeting, ang relationship lang nila is tawag dito, V is equal to U over Q. Okay, so ang potential is nothing but potential energy per particle. Okay. We don't have that sa gravitational potential energy kasi ang masses na pinag-uusapan na ay sobrang laki. Okay, so it doesn't make sense na, for example, ako, ang weight ko is 50 kilograms. So, tapos pag sasabihin ko na yung aking gravitational potential, okay, is yung gravitational potential energy divided by 50 kilograms. Parang hindi nagme-make sense na tawag dito mag-describe ng something per kilogram, di ba, sa gravity. Pero sa electric potential, sa electricity, nagme-make sense 'yon kasi yung charges ay discrete, sobrang liit, and tawag dito, when we divide the electric potential energy with that single charge, ang tawag natin doon ay electric potential. Sa pang-araw-araw na buhay, ang tawag natin doon ay voltage. Okay, so pareho lang yung voltage sa electric potential. Okay, so when we say na ang voltage na kailangan nyo para mag-charge ng isang ng battery ng cellphone ninyo, ano bang charging voltage ng cellphone battery? 20 volts? Anong klaseng cellphone yan? Anong charging voltage ng cellphone nyo? Wala kayong pakialam, ano? Basta isaksak nyo na lang. Tapos, mga nasa 12 volts, di ba? Around 12 volts. 9 to 12 volts. Okay? Ibig sabihin nun, ibig sabihin nun, bawat electron ay nagdadala ng 12 volts of energy. Okay? Or 12 electron volts of energy. Remember last time, meron tayong unit na electron volt. Okay? Ibig sabihin nun ay 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 times 10 to the minus 19 joules. Ang 1.6 times 10 to the minus 19, if you recall, is electronic charge. Di ba? So isang electron ay may dalang 1 joule. Yun yung 1 electron volt. Okay? Yun din yung voltage. Okay? So yun yung ibig sabihin niyan. Okay, so anyway, so ganun natin dinedescribe ang electric potential. Now, alam natin kung paano kunin yung ano, 'di ba? Yung electric field. Okay, and dito sa figure na ito, meron tayong positive charge. Okay, and yung electric field lines, dahil positive to ay nag-emanate from the positive charge. At yung direction ng electric field lines dito ay radially outward. Yun yung nakikita natin na red lines. Red ba? Okay, sige. So, pink or red? Pink ba talaga? Okay. Oh, yeah, mahirap. Grabe yung mga expressions nyo, ah. Puch, pucha, tapos okay na, di ba? Okay. So, now, we can draw or we can derive from these yung tawag dito, um, potential. Okay? Ano ba tawag natin doon? Potential lines or equipotential lines. Okay, by using a simple mathematical equation. Okay? Last time, dinerive ba natin last time ito? Tignan natin. So last time, sinabi natin na yung electric field, okay, ay yung gradient ng potential. Sinabi ba natin to last time? Hindi. Hindi? Shit, nag-skip ako. Yes, oo. Matagal na akong nagsasabi ng shit. Yeah. It's not new. Oo nga. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kala ko na-discuss ko na to. Talaga? Ay, oo nga, hindi pa pala. Okay, sige. Sige, okay lang. Okay. Pero hindi nyo ba pinag-aralan yan sa senior high sa 102.1? Kasi nagdo-drawing kayo ng equipotential lines eh. Hindi ba? Okay, sige. Anyway, nag-drawing lang kayo. Sige. Walang concept. Okay. Okay lang. So if you want to consider yung work done, ito siguro ay shit. Dami ko ng mura. If you want, naalala ko diniscuss natin to. If you want to bring a particle from point A to point B, you need to do work. Di ba? And to do work, yung expression for that ay yung force times distance. Yung dot product ng force times distance. Ng dot product ng force at saka distance. Or ng displacement. So you want to bring it from point A to point B. Okay, now, for an electric charge, okay, yung force is equal to yung charge times yung electric field. Tama? So, Q times E. Yan yung electric force. Right? And then you take that product of that with yung displacement. Okay? And then you have that expression. Okay? Now, if you recall then, yung work by definition is equal to the negative change in potential energy. So, kung ang gagawin ko is i-divide ko yung negative change in potential energy na yan by Q. Saan ko kinuha yung Q na yon? Nandito. Yung Q na yan. Okay. We have E dot dl. Okay lang? Nakasunod? Okay. Okay. Pero, di ba yung negative change in potential nga is negative. Ang negative change in potential is UB minus UA over Q. Pero ang UB over Q ay VB. Di ba? So yung electric potential energy divided by Q ay yung electric potential. Okay, so equal to ngayon sa negative VB, okay, minus VA. Okay, kasi yung U over Q ay equal sa V. Okay? So, equal to ngayon sa VA minus VB. Ito, naalala ko, diniscuss natin to last time. Tama? Okay. Okay. So, ano ang expression ng emphasize natin dito? Ito, E.dl equals sa dB. Okay? Okay ba? Oh. Siyempre, may equivalent expression yan kasi nag-integrate tayo ng electric field with respect to displacement. At ang lumabas ay yung potential. Similarly, if we can get the expression of the electric field, okay, by taking the derivative, okay, derivative of the potential. Teka, inisip ko kung paano ko isusulat eh. I mean, marunong naman ako magsulat pero kung paano hmm, napaka defensive eh, no? In one dimension, okay, ganito na lang. In one dimension, it's this. Okay? Naintindihan niyo yung relationship na yan kasi 'di ba? It's just Ex dx, 'di ba, equals sa dV, and then if you take the integral, then you get yung mga highlighted na expression. Okay lang? Okay lang, mathematics lang tong pinag-usapan natin dito. Okay. So, what we have here, actually it's negative. Okay, so negative 'yan kasi may negative sign tayo dito. So, negative 'yan. Okay, so what we have here actually is a mathematical expression that relates yung electric field at saka yung potential. Okay, now sa mathematics, when you have a derivative, okay, and you consider, okay, let's say you have a plot of the potential V. Meron kang plot ng potential na V. Pag kinuha mo yung derivative at any point dun sa graph ng V, ano ang interpretation ng graphically? So what are you really looking at graphically? Yung slope of the tangent line at that point. Di ba? Yun yung ibig sabihin ng derivative, right? Right. Okay, good. So, if we consider, so ito dito tayo ngayon ito yung gusto kong i-emphasize na mathematics. Graphically, okay, yung equipotential lines ay yung blue. Now, if we take a point diyan sa ano na yan, okay, yung point na yan, for example, ito yung tangent line. Okay, at that point, right? Okay. Tama? Okay. So, ano ngayon yung tawag dito, electric field? Hindi. Graphically ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. Yes, perpendicular. Perpendicular dun sa tangent line. Okay? So ganun yung nangyayari dito at ganun actually yung ginagawa ninyo sa lab. 'Di ba? Actually sa lab, ang ginagawa ninyo is kinukuha niyo yung mga points kung saan pare-pareho yung potential. Kaya nga siya tinawag na equipotential line. Tapos supposedly magdodrawing kayo ng tangent lines. Okay? Oo. Well, hindi, yun yung isang paraan. Hindi naman necessarily yun yung process talaga. And then from those tangent lines, magdodrawing kayo ng perpendicular lines. Kasi yung perpendicular lines na yun yung electric field ninyo. Tama? Ganun ba yung ginawa nyo sa lab?
Yes.
Ha? Hindi ko naintindihan.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, yan yung, pag ganito yung system, medyo straightforward, kita nyo kagad na yung equipotential lines, okay, will give you radially outward na electric fields. Tama? Okay. Pero yung sa lab ninyo, dipole eh. Tama ba? May positive tsaka may negative. So anong una yung ginawa? Ang una yung ginawa is nag-measure kayo ng potential, 'di ba? So let's say na ito yung potential na mineasure nyo. O yan, may potential kayo mineasure diyan, diyan. Okay, pero ang ginawa niyo is kinonect nyo lahat ng voltage na pare-pareho yung potential. In other words, dinrawing niyo yung equipotential line. Tama? Then, makukuha niyo yung electric field by simply taking a point dun sa equipotential line. Okay? Draw the tangent line and then draw a perpendicular line dun sa tangent line na yan. Okay? Yun ngayon yung magiging electric field lines ninyo. Yan. So, slope, and then tangent. Tangent line, and then perpendicular. Tangent line, perpendicular. Okay? Siyempre, yung arrow, ipo-point nyo dun sa, tawag dito, direction ng negative charge. Okay? Away from the positive charge, papunta sa negative charge. Okay? So, kaya ganyan yung ano. And then, ganun din dito. Dinrawing nyo rin yung equipotential line. Nagdrawing kayo ng tangent line, and then kinuha nyo yung vector that is perpendicular to the tangent line. Nilagay niyo yung arrow pointing towards the negative charge. Okay, so now you drew dun sa lab, supposedly, yung electric field lines. Okay. Ganito bang nakuha ninyo? Okay. O, di ba? Tinry niyo rin ba yung dalawang positive charges? Hindi. So, ano lang, dipole lang talaga yung ginawa ninyo. Okay. Ha? Straight. Ito, ganito. Ganito. Yan. So, may tawag dito. Parallel. May line of charge and then meron kayong single point charge. Ganun yung ginawa nyo. Tama? So, ito yung nakuha ninyo. More or less. Okay. Okay. Sige. In this two examples, actually sa lahat ng examples na to, meron kang X and Y components, di ba? Ng electric field. So, we also need to write down, for example, yung tawag dito, components na yan. And actually, we need to change yung D, okay na yan, to something na medyo maarte na isulat. Ganyan. Naintindihan niyo naman yan, ano? Hindi niyo pa naintindihan, hindi niyo pa na-encounter yan sa ano? 53? 53? 54? Wala? Wala. Okay, ganito lang yan. Walang hindi yan komplikado. Okay. Pag yung function ninyo, okay, halimbawa, ano ba? Like for example, yung force. Okay, so for example, pag yung force ay function lang ng x at kinuha niyo yung derivative ng force na yan with respect to the independent variable x, okay, ang tawag doon ay total derivative. Okay, isa lang yung independent variable niya. Now, yung potential, dahil 2 dimensions ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, and sometimes 3 dimensions, okay, yung potential na yan actually has at least 2 independent variables, x and y. In that case, you take the derivative. When you take the derivatives, you have to take the derivative along the x tsaka along the y. Okay. So, pag ganyan, okay, na more than one yung independent variable, hindi nyo na sinusulat yung capital D. Ang sinusulat nyo na ay itong delta na ano. So, ganyan lang siya isulat. Ganyan lang siya. Okay. Which tells us na ito ay partial derivative. Okay, so pag sinabi niyo yan, partial derivative of V with respect to Y. Partial derivative of the potential with respect to X. Okay? Okay. Just to complete yung picture, syempre meron din siyang Z component, especially pag ano siya, Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, and then since ito ay X components, so yung total na electric field ay, hindi X components. Since ito ay component form, yung full derivative expression is EX I hat plus EY J hat plus EZ K hat. Okay, in Cartesian coordinates. Or equal to ngayon sa negative partial derivative ng V with respect to X I hat, negative partial derivative ng V with respect to Y, J hat, at negative partial derivative ng V with respect to Z, K hat. Okay? Baka sa 54 niyo palang pag-aaralan. Okay. Now, there's a shorter way to write these things down. Negative, okay, d dx and then I hat, okay, minus j hat d partial with respect to y minus k hat partial with respect to z and then yung v. Okay, nilabas ko yung v dito. Okay, at nilagay ko lang yung unit vectors sa left ng partial derivatives. Okay, para hindi kayo malito at baka i-take nyo yung partial derivative ng unit vector. Okay, hindi tama 'yon. Okay? Okay? Okay. Now, yung buong expression na yan na nasa parenthesis, sorry. Um, plus, plus, and then ganito ang gagawin ko actually. And then yung negative sign nilabas ko rin. Oh shit. It has stopped. Teka, na ano yung internet? Connecting. Oh, dyan si Matthew. Delta. Okay, now yung expression na yan na nasa square brackets. Okay, can be written as negative and then itong symbol na ito, okay, and then v. Okay, it's a vector symbol at ang tawag diyan ay del. Yes. Or gradient. So the gradient is the gradient is ang gradient is a vector, okay, na ang components ay yung partial derivatives with respect to x, y, and z. Okay? So yan yung gradient. So we're saying na ito ay gradient of v. Okay? So the gradient of v. Maraming beses niya may counter sa upper physics. The gradient. Ginagamit din yan ng math. So, kaya yan. Ginagamit din yan sa ComSci. Pero hindi ganyan. Meron lang process na ang tawag ay gradient descent. Pero pag-aaralan nyo rin yun sa 131. May mga ComSci kayo gabi naman kayo mambuli kay Bilyones. May ComSci din sa likod. Sama nyo sila. Grabe naman kayo. May Bilyones kasi siya. Ayan. Okay. Okay. Sige. May questions? Sure. Kasi ito, yung potential. Negative VB minus V Asian. Okay, so syempre isulat lang natin yung yung final na expression. Yung electric field is the negative gradient of the potential. Okay? Yes. Hindi pa naman. Hindi pa. Ay, hindi, meron na. Meron na.
Up with x and y. If you get the partial derivative of x, you just ignore the y.
Exactly. Exactly. When you take the partial derivative of something with respect to something, ini-ignore mo yung ibang independent variables. Ha? Kailan? Ngayon na. Okay. So the potential, okay, the potential at a radial distance r from a point charge q is V equals, okay. So V equals Q over 4 pi epsilon naught r. Okay. Remember, it's 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught is just K, di ba? So K, Q, R lang yan. Walang bago dyan. Okay? Tama? Naalala nyo to from last meeting? Okay, so ganyan pa rin siya. Okay. So find the electric field, find the vector electric field from this expression for V. Anong sinasabi niya rito? Vector electric field, okay, from this expression. Okay, so of course, we can do this tawag dito in two ways. Pwede natin i-consider na yung electric field tawag dito as a function of r only, yung radial na direction. Okay, which makes more sense kasi point charge to. And alam natin na pag point charge, radial talaga yung electric field, di ba? And in that case, what we only need to do is to take the derivative. Remember, this is radial na with respect to r. Okay, so negative, hindi siya partial. Total derivative siya. Okay, with respect to r. Kasi pag yung v ay tinitignan lang natin with respect to r, dun lang siya dependent, okay? At least at this point. Okay. Pero sa upper physics, magiging dependent din siya sa dalawa pang variables. Okay? Yes.
Why is that negative?
Negative talaga yung expression natin, di ba? Dito?
Yeah.
Ayan, no? Negative. Okay? So, yan ang ating, okay? So, 1 over or KQ over R. Okay, pwede na natin ilabas yung KQ. Okay, anong derivative ng 1 over R? Negative. Okay, so mawawala na yung negative sign, no? So, KQ over R squared. And dahil vector electric field to, lalagyan natin dito ng arrow and then yung unit vector na R hat. Okay? Now, another way is we express R in terms of Cartesian coordinate system. So R is equal to x squared plus y squared plus z squared. And then yung square root niya. Naintindihan niyo naman no, kung bakit ganito, right? Okay. So yung potential natin ngayon is KQ over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 1/2. Okay? So if we want to write the electric field vector, ang gagawin natin ay negative del V. And by definition, it's I hat partial with respect to x plus j hat partial with respect to y plus k hat partial with respect to z, okay, ng V. Okay, medyo sinishortcut ko na rin yung mga words ko. So hindi ko sinasabi na partial derivative with respect to x. Sinasabi ko na lang na partial with respect to x. Okay, so what we need to solve for is partial derivative with respect to x ng V. Okay, so ano yung derivative ng V with respect to x? So ang gagawin nyo rito is ignore nyo yung ibang independent variables. Okay? So, kukunin nyo lang yung derivative with respect to 2x. So, in this case, anong magiging derivative nito? So, negative 1/2, di ba? Tapos kq. And then yung x squared, yung x ay may power ng 2. So, 2x lalagay nyo. Tama ba? Lalagay kayo ng 2x dito. And then x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 3/2. Naintindihan niyo kung paano nangyari yan? Okay, sige. Ulitin natin. Okay, so syempre, kukunin niyo muna yung, di ba meron kang negative 1/2 na power, right? Okay, negative 1/2. Okay, and then yung power na yan, magiging negative 3/2 kasi magbabawas kayo ng isa. Tama? Okay, pero may x squared ka sa loob. Di ba? Chain rule. So, kukunin nyo rin yung derivative ng x squared. Anong derivative ng x squared? 2x. Tapos may kq kayo, huwag nyo kalimutan yung kq. Okay, so equal ngayon to sa, okay, so may 2, may 1/2, so magka-cancel yon. So ibig sabihin kqx over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 3 raised to the 3/2. Okay? Ay, yung negative pa pala. Nakalimutan natin. Negative. Ayos? Okay. Since pare-pareho lang naman ng form yan, then yung partial derivative ng v with respect to y is, ano sa tingin nyo? Kq y over y squared plus z squared is the 3/2, and then yung partial derivative with respect to z ay negative kqz over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 3/2. Okay? Okay. So meron tayong tatlong terms. Okay. dv dx, which is negative kq, okay, over x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Okay. And then ganun din pa sa dv tsaka dy. So yung expression natin for the electric field then becomes, okay, bawat isa sa mga to ay may negative sign. Pero dun sa labas ng square brackets, may negative sign ka rin. So magka-cancel na yung negative sign na yun. Right? Okay. So, and then common terms ay kq, and then meron ding, and then yung x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 3/2 na denominator. Right? So, pwede ko na siyang i-factor out doon sa square brackets. Okay lang yan? Naintindihan yan? Okay. Okay. Now, pag finactor out ko yun, hindi, wag na lang natin i-factor out. Kasi para makita nyo kung anong mangyayari. KQ x over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 3/2 plus j hat kqy over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 3/2 plus k hat kqz over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 3/2. Okay, and then E is equal to, ito yung gagawin ko KQ over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 1/2. Okay lang ba yan? Well, hindi pa kasi hindi pa tapos. Ay x over x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Okay, ganyan lang. Plus j hat y over x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus z, and then may k hat dito, and then x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Okay lang yan? Naintindihan niyo yung math?
Yes.
Yes.
Parang ko tinanggal yung yung nasa denominator ng x, sorry. Components.
Yes, darating tayo dyan. Bakit ko hiniwalay?
Ang baba.
Darating tayo dyan. Actually, ito na yung next step. Parang scripted, no? Okay, kq over x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 1/2. Okay, I hat x hat plus j hat y plus k hat z over, common term nila ay x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Tama? Okay. R squared lang yun. Tama ba? Tama? Okay. Now, yung numerator, I had x plus j hat y plus k hat z. Okay. I, anong tawag dito? Yung vector na r. Yung vector, yung radial na vector. Okay, radial na vector. So, E kq over x squared plus y squared z squared. Actually, palitan na nga natin to. Sagabal naman sa... Yan. Okay lang ba yan? Okay, since nagpapalit-palit naman tayo sa r. So, yung square root ng x squared plus y squared plus z squared is r, right? Okay. Yung numerator is not a unit vector, it's the vector r divided by r squared. Okay lang? Okay. So, nangyari dito. So, equal. Yes. Okay, then kq over r squared. Tapos, vector r divided by r. Ngayon, yung vector r ay may magnitude na x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Tama? Square root. Pero yung numerator na r is x squared plus y squared plus z squared, square root. So, pag dinivide ko yung magnitude ng r by the denominator, it's just equal to 1. Diba? Yung magnitude ng unit ng vector na ito, magnitude is x squared plus y squared plus z squared raised to the 1/2. Okay? And pag dinivide ko yan by r, x squared plus y squared plus z squared, that's just equal to 1. Tama? So kung meron kang, well, hindi ko ma-drawing sa 3D. Okay lang ba i-drawing ko lang sa 2D? Okay, so sa 2D, ganito yung mangyayari dyan. So, plus x plus y. So, kung halimbawa ito yung vector na r, ito yung vector na r, no? Ito yung x component niya, ito yung y component. Okay, so r is equal to I hat, unit vector, and then yung magnitude niya, plus j hat, unit vector, and then yung magnitude niya along the one. Okay, and then syempre, pag 3D, dadagdagan ko ng k hat. Pero anong magnitude ng r na yan? It's x squared plus y squared. Di ba? Which is yung length. Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly yung resultant. Wow. So, yan. So, magnitude lang yung pinag-usapan natin. Ano? Hindi ko pa ina yung direction. Saan natin i-incorporate yung direction? Yun yung vector na r hat. Kaya siya tinawag na unit vector kasi dinivide ko yung magnitude by the denominator. So, this is nothing but yung unit vector na r hat. Naintindihan niyo ba? Kasi ang natira na lang dyan yung direction ng r. Pero yung magnitude, dito nga natin nakuha kasi magnitude nung r. Di ba?
R, the main R na ganun is both magnitude.
Yes.
yung nasa baba niya is yung magnitude niya. Nasa
Yes.
answer yun.
So,
you're
1.
left with the nearest one.
Yes.
That's why R.
Yes. So, sige, go. Go.
Albert po ba pag Mark?
Hindi necessarily kasi magdedepende yan sa charge, di ba?
Yes.
Ah. Okay. So, yung electric field natin ngayon ay equal sa KQ over R squared R hat. Okay? I-highlight natin yan. Okay, highlight. Ba't ko highlight yan? Kasi yan yung na-derive natin dito kanina without using yung partial derivatives. Exactly the same lang.
Tapos yung or point charge to.
Yes, point charge lang to. Point charge lang to. Okay?
Total derivative. Careful. That's it. This one is the total derivative, so we're taking the derivative. But then, this is the partial derivative. We're taking the partial derivative of x y. This one, then this is back. No, they don't, we did the same.
Ano? Okay na? Okay?
And D over here.
Okay, so wait lang. Attention.
Then we should direct this so that's
Okay. I think hanggang dyan na lang muna tayo for today. So yung next na topic natin ay yung next na chapter na which is yung capacitance. Okay?